behind us here. So, gentlemen, welcome to the Your Little Castle Show.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Yeah. Well, Anthony, tell me first, why did you get into this? What led you to where you said, you know what, I want to do anything from helping somebody get their house set up to building a house?
Well, yeah. I mean, I started off as a roofer when I was younger, about 15 years old, and 15 and a half to be precise. And yeah, and I did that for quite a while and started working with other guys that did handyman services or maybe just a, carpenter and then, contractor, whatnot. Went into the Carpenters Union for a while and realized I really enjoyed it. I mean, I love finishing a job. I also love working on like historical homes and finding out how they used to do things. Just everything about it. It's just pretty much all I've ever done. So I stopped working for someone else and started working for myself, and that was quite the ride. And I learned how to run a business efficiently and work with people, not just my clients, but my people I work next to. And it's just been great, man. It's what I love to do, and it's all I've ever done.
Well, if it's all you've ever done, then you're going to be good at it, too. You've got lots of experience and lots of great results. We're going to show off some of your work, too. Some great pictures on your social media. But, Mike, you decided to join.
Yes, sir.
Anthony here. Tell me about your path so far, how long you've been working with him, and what you like about what you're doing.
Well, I've been doing like landscaping and little stuff here and there, helping rebuild my uncle's house when I was a kid and stuff like that. I've just been in that my whole life. And then here recently I got into doing tree work and just getting fed up with long hours, long hot days. No, some breaks, not really a lot, but trying to relax a little bit, have more energy to go home, play with my kids, have a nice, fun family time. And then it's been a blessing working with Anthony, coming in here under his wing, going through the motions, showing him what I'm capable of doing, and building our future better.
There you go. So it's nice to have a nice partner in crime, a lot of people say, with regard to business. We're not saying literally.
No, that's good.
My girlfriend is my partner in crime with me. We go around and go to the Cardinal games together. We're going to the game again tonight. But have a good partner, we should say. Yeah. And no insinuation there. Was a little figure of speech, everybody.
I love it.
I'm going to make all the criminals mad at me.
No.
But it looks like you guys have developed a nice little system here so you can help people, like all the way from like a toilet or a light fixture up to remodeling an entire house.
Oh, yeah, I've done it. We've remodeled... I've even remodeled townhomes, like second-story townhomes. I mean, carrying up a toilet and tubs by yourself, that was a doozy. Obviously I used a dolly, but I'm just saying, yeah, I love it. Sometimes we just go screwing a light bulb. Maybe it's too tall, and maybe they're 73 years old and they don't want to get on a ladder. I don't mind it.
Okay, and Mike, you've been working with it. Now, how long do you say you've been working together?
About 6-7 months.
Okay, but so far it's all been a lot of fun and
yes,
a little less stress
from
what you were dealing with in the past.
For sure.
What do you like about it now?
I mean, I can take my time, actually do the work, do it nicely, make it look nice. I like making things look better. If I show up and it looks worse when I left, I did a horrible job. Yeah. I show up and it looks beautiful, immaculate, done real professionally, no problems. I'm happy for the day.
There we go. Yeah, so get to contribute and make a little difference on our planet. That's what we're all looking to do. What do you think has led to your success here? Obviously, as long as you've been in business, as long as you've been doing this, what do you think it is that's created the opportunity for you to do well?
I think it is what it is for everyone else, to be honest. Nothing special, it's just persistence. Because, I've failed so many times, and honestly so. I think the reason why I'm successful is because I'm honest, and I keep getting back up.
Yeah, I like what you said, but you're willing to fail. They talk about it. Elon Musk had 3 failed launch attempts. The fourth one, if he'd had a fourth one, he'd have been in trouble. The money was getting tight, but he persisted through those. A lot of people, they fail the first time when they quit. And they're talking about like they failed to get to work on time, not to launch a space rocket. But yeah, so that failure, I appreciate you bringing that up because they talk about it. The most successful people on the planet are the ones who are willing to fail because you learn so much from those failures, and then it makes you stronger, and you get a lot of insight into the way the thing fully works now, and that's led to a lot of persist, like the persistence you talk about. That's really important. Yeah, you think that's really the biggest catalyst behind your success?
I truly do. Yeah, I think it's the, for instance, one of my recent failures was not even of my own doing. When you keep getting up and keep going at it, not only do you learn about where you failed before, but you learn more about yourself. You learn about what you're capable of, truly. And what I'm getting at is, recently 1 year ago, I was, as you know, we were talking before, I got hit by that Dodge Ram there head on 2-lane highway, and I was crippled for 5.5 months. And I had to give severance pays. I had to sell trucks, sell my land, and start over. So even though it's not like something I did to fail, the business stopped. So I had to still start over. And that's what I did. And we've been back at it for a little over half a year, and it's looking good. So,
great.
and I let people know I'm honest about everything. So
Yeah, up front, and if they can see the work you've got and the reputation you've got and the history you've got, say this guy will bounce back. And like I said, they wrote me off. You guys know my story. They gave me less than 50-50 odds to survive, and after I came out, they said, okay, now you get to take care of Carter for the rest of his life. And so my parents were, well, we're just be happy to have somebody to take care of. My dad recently went to heaven, and we're marching on there, but great influence. I'm lucky to have a couple dynamite parents help me get through that. But those kinds of things really challenge you to make you much stronger than you, and they prove to yourself that you've got a lot more endurance than you may have realized before. Do you think that's been what you've noticed with your stick-to-itiveness?
absolutely, yeah. True grit it is hard to live out. You know what I mean? But once you, because I thought I was done for too, and then I just somehow innately just kept going. It's all I've ever done. So and I showed myself that it doesn't matter what anyone else says, what happens. If you can get up, just do it.
There you go. Mike, is it kind of fun working with a guy who's got this kind of approach towards life? Tell me what you think about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's nice coming into the office, figuratively speaking, but going in there, having a fun day, cracking jokes, making fun of him for not remembering to pick up the bucket of nails like he said he was going to 10 times.
Right.
But it is what it is. We all help each other become better at the end of the day. I'm not going to fault him for his faults. He's not going to fault me for mine. And we're just going to dust ourselves up, pick ourselves up, and keep on going.
Keep on going. That's the way you got to do it in life. They talk about it. It's not the error in baseball that causes you to lose the game. It's how you bounce back from that error. Errors are inevitable. How are you going to bounce back? Mm-hmm. Great story. I like what you guys are talking about there. So give me the total. You've got, how many total years of experience do you have building, constructing, handyman, and everything in between?
Well, so again, started off as a roofer about 9.5 years. Went into carpentry and painting, things like that. Then was into the Carpenters Union for about a year. Worked for a company helping build a bunch of new townhomes in St. Charles there. And then...
and what is the original date that goes back to? That's what I'm trying
When I was 15, so I'm 40 years old.
Okay.
So I was 15 and a half.
Okay, so 25
Yeah.
years. Do we have, I think we've got a...
Oh, and the thing is, it says 20. That website's a little old. I've updated it, but
Nice.
I mean, 20 years is enough, right? I mean, who's going to say, I need a guy with 25, not 20.
Yeah, some people start saying, you had 50 years experience. Come on, man. When you were 3, you're too old for the job. We don't want you out here. No. But keeping that ballpark, you've got enough there to make it satisfactory. Most anybody's going to say 20 years, you're good. They say 10 years, that's how long it takes to become the best professional to really master what you're at. So that's what you've got there. And Mike, give me a little bit more about your background. And you said you started off with trees, and then tell me how you ended up exactly here.
Well, whenever I was growing up, my mom's husband, my stepdad, he had his own landscaping business, and I was out there every summer helping him out, building retaining walls, cutting grasses, bidding jobs, roofing, ins and outs of all of it. Did a little bit of that, and then I got away from that, got into more of the food business, first job, actual job being a dishwasher, stuff like that. Loved it. Really good at it, excelled at it. It's a nice, quaint job. And then, I'm just like, I want more. I'm not doing enough. I want to make a difference. So then I kind of stumbled onto trees, and that's really fun to do. It's really nice to sit there and take an entire neighborhood sometimes and just completely change how it looks just by pruning some branches off a tree. Right. And I love doing that, but it's heartbreaking work in the heat. And I'm trying to get away from that, trying to build a better life for my kids. And
so Anthony came to you with another opportunity. And
yes, sir.
Here you are.
Did.
Good work. Tell us about the entire team. Is it the entire team, you guys, and you have some other people that you refer business to or contract with, or you got big jobs? How do you get all the work done? Who do you work with?
So, there's a few little other small mom and pop shops or companies, small businesses that we work with, always referencing out, like other landscapers or people who do stump removal. Nobody necessarily we are contracted with, but anytime someone hands us our card, we always push it out. because we'd hope the same in turn. But as far as and I'm sorry, what was the question?
Well, just a part of who's really the whole team is
the whole. No, there's also a good friend of ours, Brandon, and he will be. Right now, he's working with us as a laborer, and then soon after, we have another business venture too later on that he's going to be a part of as well.
There you go, man. Mixing up with your buddies, making sure you got lots of work to do, and then stick together with the guys you can count on.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool to have a team like that.
Hard to find.
There you go. What about your business fuels your passion that you love, makes you enjoy what you're doing here?
Community, 100%. So, like for instance, we just moved. I personally live in Troy right now, Troy, Missouri, and it's not too small, but it's where I've done enough jobs now where I've gotten to know pretty much half the town in my, from my perspective.
Yeah.
And getting to know people, that's why our motto is building a future we can all rely on, because we are building it together. You know what I mean? And this is something in the lifetime installation warranty with everything that we do. I never have to go back to fix something. I've never had to go back to fix nothing, but I'm always coming back to do more. And everything they have. So it's like we build this relationship. And we ended up really, and some people, like a family right now that I've been working with for the last few months, we've become very close. And our kids have played together. And, it just happens sometimes. So it's all about family, community. It truly is,
Mike, this has been cool for you. You like the strategy and the philosophy here and the passion Anthony has for it?
Oh yeah, it's way better than you're just a number mindset. No, go out, make connections, meet the clients, exceed in the client standard of you. So like, hey, my grandma has a problem. You can come over, help her out, help people out. That's what I want to do. That's really what I want to do.
Hey, we all wake up feeling a lot better about ourselves if we go out and just help people and get connected in our community and just feel like we've contributed. They talk about it. Isn't it great that we all feel better about ourselves when we do something to help somebody versus if you do something bad, feel good about that. That's not normal. That's what they call a psychopath, I think. And there's only 1 out of 1,000 or 1 out of 1,000,000 people in that category. Thank goodness God made it this way. Well, with that, we're going to share with you some of the fun we have partaken. Spring training a couple months ago led to a great season we've had so far here with the Cardinals, but we enjoyed just being out involved with the community. We went down to Florida. So stay tuned here, everybody. We'll be back in just a minute. We're going to share a little bit about why we do this show, too. Great. We'll be back. Get up.
All right, we've got Matt, Scarlett, Aaron, and Violet all here. Did I get them right? That's right. All right. They're the Reeves family. That's right. Hey, my buddy Brian Reeves. Where you at, man? Brian played some baseball. Supposed to be related somehow. Yeah. Matt, tell me, what do you like to hear about the spring training?
Peak baseball experience. If you love baseball, spring training's the place to be.
Yeah. There it is. What about you?
I just love the Take Me Out to the Ball Game song.
Oh, yeah. Take me out to the ball.
And we get the ball sign.
Oh,
we got Newt.
Yeah, new bar this year. Thank
you.
Thank you, Lars.
Newt's here.
Yes.
All right.
Just
Aaron,
I like that it's more intimate and you can be closer to the field and the players are all excited.
Yeah, I like that.
The weather's also really nice, and I like how nobody's ever stressed because it's just spring training.
That's right. We were losing today, but go ahead. But we had fun anyway.
We still had fun.
All right, you guys. Well, how many times have you been down to spring training?
This is number 2. This is number 2 for us. Hopefully, second of many.
There we go.
Yeah. How about you?
Annual. This is like my 4th time down here,
Nice.
3rd in a row. We did once back in the day. Brought Dad down here. Dad's up in baseball heaven now, and we come down every year. But baseball gave us.
St. Louis?
I'm a St. Louis. I'm the Cardinal Cowboy in St. Louis.
You are? Do you still live there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Have you seen me running around there?
Yes.
Okay. There
Just
we go.
making sure you're still there.
That's me. That's right. Still in St. Louis. All right, everybody. On the count of 3, let's go Cardinals.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Let's go Cardinals!
Giddy up.
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwich was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. By now, we are on ABC 5 times a week. So many businesses are loving what we're doing to help them get their name out there. We'll sit right here in our guest chair, right here, sitting here talking to us. We're going to put on the wall your website and everything about you, and highlight you as a leader. Fill out the form you see here on our website. It's bigleagues.com, and if you go to bigleagues.com, fill out this form. Takes just a couple seconds, and you can even schedule yourself right here. Schedule yourself to be on the show, and there's no charge for us to record you. There's no charge to be in the studio. Check it out if you would like to be on. Fill out the form again, bigleagues.com. This is where we can turn any interview into a series of clips. A professional video on your website closes more sales by instantly building trust, clearly explaining complex products, and keeping visitors engaged longer, reducing bounce rate by 34%. It'll help you to gain that credibility, increase engagement, simplify complex tasks, lower your sales friction, and boost your rankings on the search engine. So this is all kind of a no-brainer. See how we've now had over 500 interviews and now almost 250 different business owners. Go to bigleagues.com. That's bigleagues.com. Go to bigleagues.com and get signed up. You can schedule right from there. So there you have it, everybody. Lots of fun hanging out with fun people in our community and down at spring training for the St. Louis Cardinals. People call me sometimes like, "Where are you at?" I'm like, "I'm in Florida. We're enjoying. I'm getting paid. I'm doing my work from Florida and get to enjoy." Hey man, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life, right? So we enjoy what we love, what we get to do, and we like to help others show off what they do to change and impact our little planet here. So give me a little cost analysis. As a computer guy, as a baseball stats guy, I always knew my batting average when I was going into a game. Give me that cost analysis. There's so many people these days, they can pick up a hammer, they can go to the big box store, we don't name by name, but we know what we're talking about, and they can do it yourselfer, right? And what are some of the things you really put at risk by having to do it yourselfer, or your brother-in-law who's done this once before? What do you put at risk in the workmanship and the quality and warranties and those kinds of things?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a double-edged sword for sure, because, there's certain little things that maybe you should do yourself. You don't want to go out and pay out the pocket for, but when it's something important, if it's cosmetic, and if you don't know how to do it, it's not going to look perfect. If you have not done it 100 times, you might have done it once when you were a kid with your grandpa, right? Which is commemorable, admirable even. But I'm saying, if you haven't done it 100 times or 1,000 times like I have, it's not going to look perfect. So you're going to call a professional, So it's just, if you want it done right, you call the people who do it.
Very well said. Mike, you support that strategy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You gotta be there to help them out, but also be there, be like, hey, man, if you go and get this guy, this is what the work's going to turn out to do. I've seen a bunch of shoddy work even in the house that I purchased. I'm like, why didn't he just call a professional or
Right.
watch a couple more YouTube videos before you're in there tying wires together?
That doesn't do it a lot of times.
That's scary.
They call those YouTube professionals or YouTube graduates.
Yeah.
They graduated from the University of YouTube. And that's great, but that's not going to equal 20 years of experience or
No.
10 years or even 3 years of experience. Somebody who's out there seeing a lot of the problems that they have to go through. Well, then tell me, why is it you would recommend somebody choose you? What do you really feel sets you apart, Anthony?
So as we were saying before, on 2 points, one thing he said is, he hates being out there being rushed around, treated as a number, go, 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 make me money. So, your workers, if they're getting rushed around a lot, they're not going to do as good of work. And then the other thing we were talking about is, this is what I love to do. You know what I mean? Yes, I am working, but it's what I choose to do every single day, not what I have to do. And so there you have it. You got somebody, or you have people who really care about what they want to do, who want to get to know the person they're doing it for, and we're not rushing. You know what I mean? We're not rushing around going, we got to make the most money possible. We just need to make enough money and to keep the business going and keep our families happy. You know what I mean? We're not greedy and we're not in a rush. We're here to take care of people.
Not in a rush. Therefore, he didn't say he's not Russian. I think he might be German, might be Italian.
I am Irish. I am almost all Irish.
Okay.
Yeah.
But nothing against Russians.
Nothing
per se,
against Russians.
But he was saying not to rush the process, right?
We are on TV.
That's right. Yeah. Make sure we're clear with
Yes.
what we're describing here. But now you get the point.
We're not rushing.
You don't like to rush through a process, and you told me in our little break, you said, we're not the guys, you can get 2 out of 3, right?
Yeah.
High quality, quickly done,
Money.
or the cost.
Yeah.
But you can't get all 3. You're not going to do
No.
fast and high quality and inexpensive.
And if somebody says you can get all 3, run in the other direction.
They're
'Cause
lying.
it's just not possible. It's just not.
That's right. You can pick your 2 out of 3, but you can't have all 3. And you prefer not to rush any of these projects because you're really working with people to make sure their home turns out dynamic. As like I said, we're going to show off some of the work you got here. Certifications, licenses, something to be wary of. There is not a handyman certification, is there? No. You got to have bonded, insured. Those things are important.
Absolutely.
I've got that. I know you're licensed and insured.
Oh, yeah.
It says up there. But watch out for the guy who just started up because he can have the same qualification because he calls himself the expert.
Yeah.
As you might have for somebody like yourself who's done it for 20 years.
Correct. And again, I chose the handyman label because, especially here in the Midwest, they just look at you like a contractor. Like, you can do everything, right? And it's like, well, I'll try. But yeah, and that's the difference between someone who's just started and somebody who's been doing it for decades. Is, for instance, when I got hit by that truck, my client at the time was like, oh my gosh, you're in the middle of remodeling my entire home. It was,
Right.
It was a 2-bedroom. It wasn't that big, but I was right in the middle of it. So, we had to settle things money-wise, but I told him, do not go with the first, I know you don't have a whole bunch of money and you went with me and didn't have to spend the $80,000 the last guy bid you, but don't go with the cheapest. And he did because he was like, this, life happens, you got to go roll with the punches. And that guy, it caught on fire when he was working for it and he wasn't insured and he just left out of nowhere. And then 5.5 months later, after the wreck, I continued the work because he's like, I can't take another shot. He's like, I can't chance that again. So that's why you don't.
Makes sense. I mean, if everybody understood these basics of life and how things kind of function, life could be a lot easier. Yeah. Mike, you've been through this with him a little bit now. You see the extent of the work he does and the quality and workmanship. You learn a little bit too, but bringing some to the table, sharing some of your expertise with him as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I know a little bit of tricks. I watch a bunch of Facebook videos, see all these little tips that carpenters do. I take it out and I like to try to use that to make sure it's actually working the way they say it's going to work and stuff like that before you put it in a client's home, because I don't want to make shoddy work. I'm a perfectionist at heart, so I want to make everything look nice. So I can show him something he doesn't know. He's showing me a bunch that I don't know because the experience gap's there. He's like, do it this way. It's way easier than trying to do it this way. All you need is just little piece of cardboard. It's easy. So I've just been
okay. Yeah, and versus those who just watch the video and are trying it really for the first time after they watch the video.
Yeah.
You actually had to been able to implement it, try it a few times, prove that it works, probably improve upon it.
Yes.
And
yes.
get the solution people really need to make sure that they're getting the result, because ultimately this is the most valuable asset just about anybody has when you're talking about somebody's home. You don't want to do something to bring down the value. You're trying to improve the value of the house.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. As we finish up here, we got about 1 minute and 40 seconds. Tell me the benefits of working with somebody like yourself as a small business owner versus, and not to name any big guys, and we need those. I'm probably not getting any sponsorships from the big guys now, but they've got a place and they've got a job to do. But when it comes down to it, you get to take a lot closer care and pay attention to your clients. Is that true?
Absolutely, yeah. Not only do you get that down to earth, face to face. I am the owner operator. You're seeing the whole crew. There's no one behind the scenes. There's no fine print. Even like on my website, you see our entire service agreement on there before you even give me a call. Everything's really plain and white, plain black and white. It's very simple, and there's just no surprises. Unless I open your wall up and we didn't realize there was another room there, you wouldn't believe it.
I have heard that's happened before. You've seen
little cubbyhole things. Yeah, it's weird because
Okay.
they're old historical homes. That's why I love historical homes. You really see some old craftsmanship in those things. But again, I love what I do. And so yeah, there you have it. You get the real person, the real company, and they're there trying to support their family, supporting your family. Again, building a future. You know what I mean? So that's someone's home. That's taken very seriously to me.
Well said. Yeah, it's very important. Have you seen this responsiveness though, Mike? You can talk to the fact that when there's a problem, they don't have to go 5 levels to get up to Anthony. They go to you and to him, and you guys can fix the problem or question real quickly.
Yeah, so if there's a problem that I can't come up with, I don't have to sit there and dial 5 numbers, call 10 different people, go to voicemail 7 times to get an answer. I can be like, hey, Anthony, come look at this. Is this looking right? Am I doing this properly? This is what the client wants. Is this a smart thing?
There we got it. All right, everybody, stay tuned. You're watching the Your Little Castle Show. Giddy up.